Hey, what's up? It's Brian Langston, aka Troy Sumter, and you are now chasing chicken with Fat Five Freddie Lee.
Live in your area code. You now listening to the new Fat Five Freddie Lee. Check it out.
Roll the dice, my baby needs shoes. Can't eat cheese, my baby.
The name of the book is called Choice Story, as told from a third floor balcony. Life, just knowing that I've gone through things that other people experience, but I was the one that chose to write a book about it. It's a book about a young black man growing up in Brooklyn who's been through a lot. You know, illegal stuff, women, love, hate, family drama. It's a story that I think every black male should be familiar with. And I wanted to write something that other black men who don't normally read would read. People that look like me, people that dress like me, people that act like me. I want people to read more. And I figured in order for the world to read more, I need to be the one to start pushing a button and saying like, hey, I wrote a book. You want to read what I got to say? All right, so one of the things that I did when creating a book was I went to a few friends. I went to one that I knew was good with editing. I went to a family member who did the second round of edits. I participated in the editing and then sent it to someone professional to edit it afterwards. So it's just about utilizing the people that are closest to you who have a talent to do certain things who want shine as well. So you highlight those people, they highlight you, and it's a barter system all around. Everybody eats. It's very important because for one, you have a whole race that looks at us as if we don't read, as if we aren't educated, as if we aren't capable of reading and writing something that people actually want to read. So I wanted to be one of those people that steps outside of their comfort zone and write something that was authentically me and proves to not only them, but to people of my shade or lighter shades or darker shades that we're more than capable of doing anything we put our minds to, including writing a book, including reciting poetry, including being a really good photographer. We are capable of more than that box they try to place us in. I want to go with Eric Jerome Dickey. The way he writes is really cool, so I tried to channel him a little bit in the book. And somebody else that I find dope, Shantae Dunbar. She's really dope. Her book is really cool, and we released our books around the same time also. So yeah, she's definitely dope in the way she's grinding, getting her book out there. Definitely an inspiration. One of the things that you can do is to utilize your network, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your co-workers. We don't utilize the people that are closest to us enough. We have to call, and it's not about calling in favors, but it's about connecting and letting people know that you have something that you want to get out there, and you first start with the network that's closest to you. Happiness. You can find joy in anything that you're doing. You found success. If your goal is to make $1 million and you reach that, you'll be happy. Happiness is success. Write from your heart, especially if you want to write. What I did was I took something that I was going through personally with my dad being sick, and I used that time between traveling to write. Like I wanted to sit down and channel everything that I was feeling into words. Like I wanted to get everything out because everything that I was feeling inside, I didn't want it to show outside, and that was the one thing that I can do to keep all of those feelings at bay. So to anyone that's interested in writing, do it from the heart. As long as it touches your soul, it should be able to make it out okay onto paper. Besides writing, photography is my passion. I've been doing photography since I was 13 years old, and I've been doing it professionally for about 9-10 years now. I don't like it at all. Gentrification sucks. Everything that you knew is no longer. Everything that's familiar is now strange, and it doesn't feel like home anymore. It's like you walk around the street sometimes and when you're younger, you never seen grass that green, and maybe it's because we were playing on it. We had a safe space. We had things to do. Now, everyone stays in a house because every little thing that you do outside, someone wants to put you inside for it. So you can't have fun. You can't have water fights without pissing off police or neighbors. You can't listen to music loudly anymore without your neighbors complaining. So it doesn't feel like home anymore. It's like you know you live here, but sometimes you just want to stay at a friend's house. Right now I'm working on book number 2, Toy Story 2. It's a process. Writing is not, well, writing the book is easy. It's the process that's hard. Book 1 was the product of years of story. I started writing that book maybe about 6 or 7 years before I even completed the book. So that's what made that one so easy. I set a deadline on myself to come out with book 2 a year later. Life happens and you just gotta roll with it. I don't think I would do a damn thing differently. My journey was my journey, and everything happened the way it happened for a reason. It happened because at some point my plan in life was to write this book. It was to get this story out to people. And again, it's not a unique story. It's something that everyone experiences. It's just that I put my twist on it because it's my life, and I was able to write it a certain way to get it out to the people, and hopefully it connects the way I wanted it to.
If you had a plate of fried chicken, what would be your 2 sides?
Plate of fried chicken, I would say mac and cheese and some good old sweet potatoes.
Live in your area code. You now listening to the new Fast Life, check it out.
Roll the dice, my baby needs shoes. Can't eat dreams, my baby.
If you're looking for something authentic, if you're looking for a black man to finally tell you how he really feels about himself, about his family, about his friends, about the people he loves, go to Amazon. Choice Story, as told from a third floor balcony.